What's going on, fight fans? This is Capital Combat. The name says it all. I'm Rob Jarrell, and this is my initial reaction to the Saul Canelo Alvarez versus Julio Cesar Chavez pay-per-view matchup. They did this at super middleweight at a catch weight of 164.5 pounds, and let's be honest, we got a pretty lackluster fight. Canelo basically did what he wanted. He started off a little slow, and if you could tell throughout the whole fight that Chavez Jr. was really giving up a lot of space, and I think he was attempting to box, which is probably what his coach Nacho Barristan wanted, which isn't bad if he's used to it or he's had enough time to really implement that game plan. This fight definitely should have been made, but you could tell that Chavez needed about two fights before fighting Canelo with this new coach, and I'm disappointed because I think the old Chavez Jr., not his discipline, but his ability to walk someone down, get on the inside, and really throw some punches, some hellacious body punches. But with him attempting to box, constantly moving backwards, not really utilizing a stiff jab and keeping Canelo, wary about coming on the inside, it just made for a lackluster fight. And then when he was able to get Canelo against the ropes, I think that's where Chavez really should have went ham on him. He really should have started throwing those body shots. And by that point, I think by the few times he was able to get him against the ropes, he was just really spent. I don't know if it was because of trying to make the weight at 164.5, Canelo just feeling more comfortable at 164 or even 160, or the fact that he just might have been confused during the fight, which is pretty possible because Canelo was there. He was able to make Chavez Jr. rethink about throwing punches because Canelo did take advantage when Chavez Jr. opened up. And it's just a little bit interesting. I did not like what he said at the end of the fight. It's almost as if he was saying, "Don't blame me, blame my coach. This is not what I'm used to. This is not what I am." And I'm like, that's not what you want to do, especially against a Hall of Fame caliber coach, Nacho Barristan. And really all he needed to say was, "Hey, we're going to go back to the drawing board. I think I need some more fights to really work on this style, implement what he wants me to do, and take what I was able to do and kind of put them together." But no, it's, again, that level of maturity just seemed like it wasn't there. Canelo, on the other hand, is just looking for big and better things. Triple G was there, and he said he wants to fight. I think they'll do the fight at 160 in September. That seems to be the plan. It's a feasible plan. It will sell just because it's Canelo, and then he's fighting Triple G, who has been on pay-per-views but hasn't really had the greatest pay-per-view numbers. Chavez Jr., I think he did get down to the weight properly, but it just remains to be seen what he can do at 168. 168 is full of a lot of guys who can definitely fight, who's going to give him a hard time. I think we've seen a better Chavez Jr. I think we really needs to work on the conditioning some more. Memo Heredia does a great job with Chavez Jr., but that conditioning really didn't seem like it was there. And I'm not saying not with his movements, but I think there's issues with his activity. Unless that was a game plan. I would have liked to see him really go for broke when he had Canelo against the ropes and take advantage of his size, because I would hazard to guess that he was about 180, 183 pounds tonight. Tell me what you think. I just think there's some things that he could have done well, maybe utilize his jab to try to push Canelo back and just increase his activity if he could. Good possibility that he couldn't. Tell me what you think. I watched the fight. If you watched the fight, do you think Chavez Jr. can come back from this? Do you think Canelo has a chance to beat Triple G? Because it seems like they're going to make that fight next for pay-per-view. Hit us up in the comments. Facebook, Gmail, Twitter, Instagram. Stay tuned for our full recap, which should come out on Monday. And also, if you have any questions, send it to us. We'll love to do a mailbag. And stay tuned for our next few videos. We should have about 2 or 3 coming out this week. Until next time, peace.